technology is great when it works. I think it's working today. So, all right. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Manager Monday. Give us a big wave or throw a 5 in the chats. If you're on here live, you're on replay, great to see you as well, too. So look forward to this. Right before we hit live, Cindy McKnight was talking about how Mondays are such an amazing day, especially in this profession. And it's counterculture because I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a statistic that the time that there's the most heart attacks that happen in the world is on Monday between 4 to 6 a.m. And it's because there's people going, it's people going to jobs that they hate. And we get to come together to an amazing business, an amazing opportunity with amazing people like everyone that's on here. And we get to give life, So with that said, I hope Mondays are incredible for you as well, too. And I so appreciate this call. Our goal in this call is we have 2 things that we're driving towards. Number 1 is PXP. If you have not heard about what PXP is, we'll talk all about that, but it's the biggest party that you do not want to miss. And number 2, we're driving everybody to be able to be on stage to be recognized at PXP by achieving a title called Manager and Above. And the way that we're doing that is we are collaborating with some of the most incredible leaders that are hosting this call. We have with us, of course, the incredible Cindy and Lindsay. They're going to be chatting in just a bit. We have my wife, Becky, here as well, too. And we also have James and Angel, who are fresh back from New York. And I know they had a lot of fun over there, and they're about to turn around and go to another place as well, too. Who here loves it that we have a business that you can work from anywhere at any time? Like, how awesome is that, right? You can live a life and everything. So I just want to give a shout out to these incredible leaders that have taken that responsibility and said, hey, we want to step up even more and contribute even further as well, too, because they don't have to do this, but they do because they love each and every single one of you. And a big shout out to each of you, because you being on this call means that you've self-selected and said, I'm going to be a part of this massive movement. We need every single one of us to be able to win, and we need your stories. So we're going to be highlighting a couple of amazing stories today, giving you some huge tips and everything as well. And before that, I'm going to actually tee it off with a video first. If you don't know about PXP yet, and if you're new, welcome. What a great time to be involved in Partner Co. Just know you are on the winning team as a company, as a team, as everything. But if you don't know what it is yet, I was asked a question this weekend on what is this event? Are there pictures or anything like that? And I'm just going to share this video. This is from last year, the very first PXP ever. I've been to 50 plus business conferences in my career. This, bar none, was better than anything we had ever experienced before. If you were at the last year's, by the way, like put a 1 in the comments. If this is going to be your first one, put a 2 in the comments. I know a lot of people weren't around yet. There's a lot of new growth. But let me give you a little glimpse on this first so you can get a little understanding of this.
Yeah, this is Susie Russell, and I'm
Welcome to PXP. This is an event where the greatest minds in the industry come together to learn from the best, to inspire people to achieve their dreams.
The energy has been amazing.
If you're looking for a home, this is the place you want to be.
Guys, we are absolutely stoked about this event. It is amazing.
I'm pumped up to go out to share with the world what we have here at Partner Co.
Speakers, training, tools, the inspiration, everything that you need to grow and build your business. Let's go.
You do not not want to miss the next PXP. That's about us coming together as a team. This is the future of partnership marketing.
Man, how do you feel after seeing that? You know, Cindy, what's a word that comes to mind? I just want to throw you up real quick.
What do you see me like emotional over here? I mean, does anybody else feel just this deep emotion, this stirring in your soul when you watch so many people rally around something so special? Like, I just have this feeling of this is so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than you. It's profound. It is. And I have never felt, I've done a lot of things. I've created a lot, and I've never ever felt so abundantly blessed to be a part of this, you guys. Never.
The right word right
Speechless.
there. I can't wait for you to be there and experience that already. And gosh, it's gonna be amazing. Thanks for sharing, Cindy. So if you don't have your ticket yet, we are updating the lists on everyone that's grabbing these. So you'll see these in the partners groups, and help us help you as well. This is literally just, we're doing our best with reporting, but guys, you're crushing it so much that it's so hard to keep up. It's a good problem to have. By the way, is it, I know many of us are in Facebook jail right now because you're like trying to respond. Lindsay is in jail for 2 days. Has anyone else been in Facebook jail yet, or Instagram jail? If not, just watch. But congratulations to everybody that grabbed your ticket. If you don't see your name or your teammate's name on this list, and these are in the partners groups, if you can do us the favor, message your leaders, and we want to recognize you. We want to make sure that your name is on the list. Danielle's in jail all month. Congratulations. That's why you're an officer. Good stuff on that. But congratulations to everyone for grabbing your ticket. And if you don't have it yet, today, grab it. Like we keep on saying, like they're going to run out. Like it's any day now, it's about to run out and everything. So that's great to have, you know. But I'm going to bring up my amazing wifey. She's the one that organizes, and she takes chaos and makes it pretty, and somehow makes it all together work and everything. But babe, if you do you have any words on PXP? And we'll talk, of course, about the Star Gala as well too. But first, to show them your shirt, like show them how cool this is. You guys got to take a look at it.
One of our actually a partner co-brand partner, she's a crossline, but she does all our bling like merchandise, and so she made this for us. Look at, she even got James's hair exactly like right on the shirt. It was the cutest thing ever. But and it was perfect timing because I'm running out of clothes to wear. So anyway, I'm just so proud of all of you. Like seriously, I was just looking at stats last week for last 3 weeks. As you know, we all just had a phenomenal Renew launch. And it's so crazy because our team literally is growing 35 to 40% week after week, even post a product launch. Because typically when you have product launches, you know, you have a spike in sales volume and it kind of like, you know, goes to like, or stabilizes. And we've literally been breaking records every single week. And that's all of you on this line. And I know so many of you are working so incredibly hard. And I'm so like so inspired by honestly the heart you have to serve people. And we're all in this mission together. A shameless plug in, I'm drinking my Renew right now because I've heard a lot of people saying like, oh, can I drink this only at night? And actually the answer is no, you can drink it anytime, especially if you work out. It's a great time to drink it afterwards to help with recovery and everything. So yeah, PXP, as you saw, the list is getting packed and we're gonna need another list. But I believe around 120 people on there right now. And I know that's not everybody. Like I know there's so many people in your team and maybe some of you on the line that have a ticket, but you just didn't let people know yet, right? So let us know, and not just to put you on the list, but really like to get organized, and you want to show your team that you're coming, right? That you're committed and that you're going to bring a huge team, right? So definitely let us know. You can join the Telegram chat to let us know. You can message us in the partner groups. You can do whatever you want. You can call us, whatever, just let us know. And I know, and we're going to help you with lodging and logistics and everything. So that will just help us get organized. So we're super excited to see all of you at this big event to celebrate.
Gonna be great. So we have one thing that we got to announce, and I hope you take notes on this, but this is huge going around PXP, okay? And I just assume, even if you don't have a ticket yet, I have a question and an ask of you. Can we all assume we're going? Just assume, just kind of put that into your mind, right? If that's okay, put a me in the comments that you're okay to assume this, because whether or not you're going, I know there's some situations that you just can't make it. I get it. But if you just play the games that we're giving to you guys, your business will scale and grow. Okay. And one of that was just announced, and we were talking to the leadership here. We're like, we're gonna take all the seats, as many seats as we can on this. This is all hands on deck, huge opportunity. There's gonna be all types of things at PXP, but there's one that is qualifier only. And it is your opportunity to be at what's called the Star Gala, the red carpet event. This is when, ladies, you bring out the red bottoms. This is when you bring out the gowns. This is when you bring out everything. This is, guys, I guess we can suit up a little bit nicely as well too. This is when you actually do your hair, this. No, but it's this is when you feel like a Hollywood superstar, to be able to celebrate, and not just celebrate, but really be able to rub shoulders with all the movers and shakers. Here's one tip. Exactly what Cindy said. This is a room you want to be in. You are the average of your 5 best friends around you. So when I was 19, broke as a joke, got into this business, and I saw opportunities like this to be around those that were movers and shakers, I said, I got to be there. Because I was like, man, can I make it? But if I just hang around these guys, their ballerness will rub off on me. That's how I felt. And it works. It absolutely works. So this is your chance. The first 100, you want to read through this. This will be posted in all the partners groups. But the first 100 to qualify in all of North America are going to be able to be a part of this. And this is how you qualify. Okay. Starting today, if you personally sponsor 1,500 points of new volume, that could be a new customer, that could be a new partner, could be any combination, and at least 2 of them are brand partners at 200 points, then you slot yourself in to this red carpet Star Gala event. Okay. 1,500 PV, and at least 2 of them being brand partners. Hey, that kind of sounds like almost 10 and 2. That's pretty much what we preach about here, right? And it starts today. And I'm telling you this, they give us 2 months to do it. This will be done. The seats will be taken way before. I'm going to guess, yeah, your purchases do not count. So new volume, new sponsorships and everything. You want new people getting the product in their hand. This is huge. And I think in the next 2 to 3 weeks, these will be taken. Okay. So selfishly, let's take as many seats as this as possible. If you already see yourself being there, put VIP in the chat below. Babe, any words on this?
Yes. I love what Fulton said. This team is going to dominate because of the system that we have in the chat. And this is a qualifier that's not difficult. So that's what I'm really, really glad, because literally every single person, even if you're brand new, day one, you can do this. So if I were you, I would set a goal to crush this week, because if you fall short, you still have some time, right? You still have, but the last thing you want is to qualify for it and the seats are all taken, right? Because it's completely limited. This event is going to be on Friday evening. So we're going to start our PXP event in the afternoon. They're going to have a welcome session. And then those that qualify will go to the special qualifier only event. and they really pull out the red carpet. And this is such a special event. The last thing I want is for anybody to be there and see all of their friends going to it, and then you're not invited, right? So make sure you get your seats. And what I also love about it is you can actually if you qualify, you actually can bring a guest. And that is so cool because you can bring your spouse with you. You can bring your, another, even a prospect, like someone that's not even in the business, but you really want them to see like the bigger vision and make them feel really special, or even maybe one of your uprising leaders, right? That maybe joined too late and didn't make it to this event. So it's a really special opportunity. I love that they did it that way. So guys, we can take 200 seats on this. So let's definitely pack it and make it a goal to qualify this week.
Yes. Or maybe if you're a single ready to mingle, you can bring a special someone, so that's cool as well too. Anywho, that's huge. Exactly, right? That's the ultimate close. How do you do it though? Right. And we have so many people that are succeeding in this team right now. I think the best way to learn this business and to master is just go to those that have gone before you. So I want to give a big shout out, first of all, to every single person. Every week we're updating this list. Remember, when you're at PXP and you're manager and above, new manager and above, you will be on stage at some capacity. So or me posting all of these, if you're in bold, that means that you're new manager. And this does not include last week, by the way, because we don't have those reports yet. So there's just so many people that are doing this. So congratulations to our newest ones on this list. Colleen Jenkins, Jane Moffett, Liana Wright, Robin Wattups. Congratulations, guys. We're going to be speaking to some of these in just a bit. To our newest senior managers, we have Ginger McCorston. Congratulations, Ginger, for going senior manager. And for everyone else that's on this list, guys, everyone that's on this list is going to be on stage if they're at PXP. So this is huge. All right. To our newest directors, congratulations to Donna Sambula. We love Donna. She's just such a ball of energy, right? She's just incredible. Something that Donna says, I love, is she says, I don't know much, but I know that this works. Like that's all you need, guys. That's all you need. We have our newest senior director, Jennifer Gregory. And actually right here, congratulations. I'd love to have Angel up here. Let me find you real quick. And Angel, you work closely with Jennifer. I'd love for you to be able to, let's talk about Jennifer. How did you do this? Share some secrets, but Angel, I'll let you guys unmute yourself and everything.
I'm so excited for Jennifer because, when she first came in, mind you, let's just back up. She started in this industry back in 2014 with passion of wellness and helping people, not only with their wealth, but with their health as well. But what I love about her is that when she first came in, she was skeptical. And I remember her even scared to make that first launch post, right? And pin it to the top of her page because she was like, is this really going to work, kind of thing. But, hand holding her through all of that and her doing the actual system and doing, the machine and doing her, like I said, doing the 7-day launch, all that, she started seeing success right away. She was like, okay, just show me what to do and I'll do it. So once she took that first step, she was like, okay, I got this. And just watching her lead with her whole heart, she's an amazing servant leader. And she's just one of those that just does it, right? She just goes and takes action. And so, she had a goal last week to rank up 3 times before PXP. Guys, she did that last week, all 3 in 1 week. She went from manager to senior director in 1 week. And I'm just so proud of you, Jennifer. You are amazing. You shine every time that you're on calls. You show up, you do the do. And I'm just so excited for you. So I'd love for you to share kind of from the beginning, the little hesitations to now, where you are now and the mindset around that.
Well, I wasn't going to do the business at first because I did not believe any of the drop stuff because been there, done that with so many things. But then my best friend, Angela Madison, walked in the door and I was like, what in the actual world? And she go, I told you have to get these drops. So I had not been on Facebook for 2.5 years. And we had just recently moved from the DC area back to Kentucky, and I live in the middle of nowhere. So I wasn't doing that. And she kept pushing me and pushing me. And I don't remember exactly how it happened, but somehow in a chat, I was literally in the grocery store, and Cindy McKnight said she didn't realize I was at the grocery store. She goes, okay, this is what I want you to do. And I'm like, I'm in the grocery store. She goes, okay, when you get to the car, this is what I want you to do. I literally launched my post in the grocery store parking lot, thinking, oh my God, I just cannot believe I even just did that. But I will say that in prep for that, because this is so important, I'm doing what I'm learning from Angel and James and Cindy and Lindsay and doing that engagement sandwich. And it freaking works. I mean, like, y'all, I'm in my mid 60s. I don't have like big following or anything like that, except for 11 grandkids following me around. But anyway, it worked. And every time I go to make a post, I do that engagement sandwich. And there are times that I'm like, oh, I just don't have time for that. But I do it anyway because I know it works. And I launched on May the 9th. And I still not every day, but every week, somebody from that original pinned post sees it and either comments on it or sends me a private message. It just blows me away that they see that. So I try to be sort of, pretty active. I haven't gone into Instagram yet, but pretty amazing how that engagement sandwich works. And thank you, Cindy, for pushing me at the grocery store. I will always remember that.
That was amazing. I remember that too. And she was like, I'm in the grocery store. I'm like, don't do it. Like, thank you, Cindy, for that. That was awesome.
So good. Congratulations, guys. Let's give Jennifer a big round of applause. And hey, absolutely. Today, if you haven't launched yet, by the way, this is your push. Some of you are brand new, and this is your grocery store moment. So if this resonates with you, we're expecting to hear your story next week. I was on that call. I heard Jennifer. I needed to do my launch post. Let's do it. All right. And be sure to do that engagement sandwich. Congratulations there. Next up, we have our vice presidents. And gosh, Jennifer, I already know you're going to be a vice president soon. But congratulations to all of our newest vice presidents. You just heard Angela Madison, who is Jennifer's friend. So it's a push and pull business, right? When you help your teammates win, you win as well too, which is so awesome. All right, hold up. Let me make sure I can share this on the right one. Okay, cool. Now we're good. All right, fantastic. Tech is great when it's great. So Angela Madison, congratulations. We also have Shauna Barron. Congratulations to Shauna. Shauna is a fireball. And I wanted to have Lindsay come up here and chat about Shauna's success, but let me find Shauna real quick. Where are you? Where are you? All right. You're there. There, I see you. All right. Awesome. Perfect. I'll hand it off to you, Lindsay.
Awesome. Well, first, let's all take a minute. It's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day, Shauna. We're so excited that you're here with us today on Canada Day. This is a big deal, right? Like, such a big deal. We absolutely love Shauna. You guys, when we first met Shauna, we were like, this one, she is special. There are a lot of special qualities about Shauna. I will tell you that the first thing right off the bat, Shauna got started with this business with 2 products. Really, really out of the gate, she had massive success. So the drops and Renew. And it was the old original Renew, right? Shauna, absolutely, she would not sell or bring anybody in the business without those 2 products. She's like, you have to have both. She lost 8 pounds in her first week. Like, absolutely insane results. So, of course, super excited. She's out there sharing this with everybody. What I love the most about Shauna is her attitude. Everything in this business starts here first. She is constantly lifting others up, She is constantly in a great state of mind. She is constantly, and I'm sure Shauna will tell you, life comes at Shauna too, right? She's had a lot of hurdles. I would love for her to share those with you guys. But she just comes from, every time we talk to her, it's like this place of gratitude constantly. She's just super fired up for this business. She's super fired up for life. Her team is absolutely incredible, right? They are exploding. She finds out that Martine is going to be near her. She rallies her team. They go meet Martine on their own. She gets it all set up. She's such an incredible leader. She's just constantly driving and constantly putting people in front of the right tools, the right leadership, right? She knows what she's got her hands on. And Shauna, we're so blessed to work with you every single day. But I will tell you, we love your heart. We absolutely love your leadership. We love just how fired up for this business you are and getting people started. You hold their hands. You're just such an incredible leader. But I know that you've got a story too, right? We all have a story. You've had hurdles, you've had things. So I would love for you to share with everybody on Canada Day how special things are for you guys, what's happening, your story, and what's happening in Canada, because it's an exciting time for you. We're so proud of you, Vice President Shauna.
Oh man, thank you so much. I am so humbled. I'm really nervous. And I don't know, like we are just like, what you guys have put together. And I can honestly say that. And I was talking to some of my girls this morning, that there is nothing else like that out there. You know, it's such an attraction marketing. It's everything is psychologically formulated, the posts, the machine. Now we have the renew, like everything is in place in there. And I can remember when, you know, like Angie was explaining it to me and I'm like, okay, I'm in, you know what I mean? Like, this is good. Like I'm all in. The products are amazing, you know, and we were going on holidays. Like my husband just retired. So, and so we were going to go visit family. Right. And I think it was like 12 hours away or whatever. And I'm like, oh, should I launch? You know, and Angie's like, launch. And I'm like, whatever. So I launched like on my way to Manitoba, the whole week we were there. The 10 and 2 was something that I thought nobody else offers. And whoever sits on their hind legs and doesn't go for this, you're really missing the boat, because what it does is just propels your business forward. And the engagement sandwich, like, who doesn't love that? I have to share this, because there's a girl that just started. She got a girl that said no. She's on Nadine's team, she's an amazing leader, and she's so funny. And she goes, congratulations, you got a no. And Vicky's like, I can just imagine her face, right? And so I had to tell this story. Back in the day when I started, I was with the company, and like when we joined, nobody gave us the tools that we have today. I'm going to tell you that. Like 16 years ago, you know, Lindsay, no tools. You just guns a barreling, you just took off, right? So we used to buy our leads from a welcome wagon, and then we would have a little spiel that we would say. And the first time I dialed up, and I literally dialed, you know what I mean? Like, and I was sitting there, and I don't know why I did it, because Bob was in the living room, and we had this in our house. It was really open, an old Victorian house, and I was in the dining room, and I gave her my spiel, and then all of a sudden I just kind of stopped, and the look on my face, and he goes, what happened? And I was like stunned, and I said, she hung up on me. And he goes, well, then I guess that'd be a no, hey? And I'm like, yeah, but I was devastated. You know what I mean? But he's that positive, like the force behind me too, because he has such a positive attitude. He was in the military, very disciplined, hard army. You know what I mean? In our family, it was either you're pregnant or you're not. You know what I mean? Kind of crazy. So I had to learn how to soften a little bit, you know, but the experiences that we're having here, you know, I mean, what you go through is going to make you. That's all I can say. And as you grow and always be working on yourself, what that's going to do, it's going to turn you into a leader. When you start seeing people and accepting people for who they are, and seeing where, you know, loving them for where they're at, and just encourage them where you can, you know, it's a whole different ball game because it wasn't always that way. You know what I mean? Like, we all know that have been in this business for a long time. The love wasn't there. Here it is. This is the best. Like, and I said to Lindsay, like, and Cindy, I've worked with some great leaders, like some top leaders in network marketing, but you guys are just, I'm going to cry because you guys are like awesome. You are the best leaders, James, Becky, and, you know, Angel, like you guys are just like, as my mom would say, the business. You know what I mean? Like, and we're also grateful. And the only thing I can say to encourage, I hope that I inspire somebody, just get launched. Like, just feel the fear and do it anyways. And I know that's an old quota, like cliche or whatever, but truly, leaders go first. And if you can just get into that mindset and just, you know, because it's all up here, as everybody says, and just have that vision. And like Bob, like he was very visioned in his career too, right? And he always said we always told Jesse, keep your eye on the big red ball, you know, and our son has excelled, you know. Bob's always keep your eye on the big red ball, Sean, like, you know. And when I went to vice president, and, you know, he's not a man of many words, but he came over and he gave me a kiss and he said, I'm so proud of you. And I just like, wow, like, I don't know how we did it. Like, to be honest with you guys, I don't even know the compensation plan that well. I got to be honest with you. There's a lot of things I do not know. But as Donna would say, I know it works.
That's right.
So just get out there and go after it.
I love that so much, Shauna. I will say, I was going to ask you what would be one of your tips, but you said it right there. And it makes so much sense who you are and how you work and how you do the things you do. Like, you just take everything, no matter whether it's something is not going well, or maybe it's negative, maybe it's going down a negative path. My most favorite thing about you is that you constantly spin it positively. You're like, hey, listen, we're going to take this and we're going to turn it into something positive. You said leaders go first. That is exactly what leaders do. And we love that about you. We are so grateful for you and your leadership and everything you're doing here and exploding Canada. We're just so honored to be partnered with you. We love you.
Thank you. I can't even thank you guys enough. I just feel that we're so blessed. And I tell my girls every day, we have the best leaders. Like, you guys just, like, people, what did you do? And I just said, okay, what do I need to do? Tell me what I need to do and how I need to get there, and just be so coachable. Even if you don't believe in yourself, just know that we know that you can do it. Because if any of us can do it, and it's going to be messy, I'm still messy. Just go for it. So thank you very much, you guys. I just appreciate you all so much.
Congratulations, Shauna. My gosh. And happy Canada Day. Absolutely. My goodness. Hey, put a 100 in the comments if you're feeling all the warm and fuzzies now. I can't stop smiling. Like, this is what the business is all about, right? Transforming lives, seeing people just unleash their potential. So congratulations. And I can't wait to see everyone else's story. Last but not least for today, I also want to bring up another vice president that just hit his wall too. And what's amazing about our business is we have a opportunity where we can't just grow locally, but you have an opportunity to grow internationally. Who here would love an excuse to go travel around the world and for that to be a tax write-off, for example, you know? Or imagine a business where when you wake up, you see messages from your teams around the world and business is just booming. So literally today I was waking up and this leader has just been pounding the pavement, just super consistent. She's literally on the other side of the planet. And I wake up to probably like 50 messages because her and her team are putting on an event in New Zealand. They're working with the general managers of Partner Co. and just saying, let's go figure this out. They want to pack an event with 50 plus people. So I wanted to bring up our good friend and new vice president, Lucia, all the way from New Zealand. And Lucia, I just got to say, I just want to honor you. Lucia, you're one of the hungriest, most coachable people that I've ever met. You are on the other side of the world and you are constantly on all types of calls. Like, what time are the calls for you typically?
The first one is 2:15 in the morning. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You are just so hungry to learn and hardcore about that. And that is now leading you. When you hit vice president, you didn't even know you hit vice president because you're just serving your people. You're just like, man, what do we need to do? And Stanley, your nephew, ironically, is here, and he and his team, they're just exploding right now. But Lucy, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever succeeded in this type of business before?
No, I don't even know what it is. Like when you reached out to me, I was saying, I can't do that. I don't even know what that is. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. And now you're vice president, your team is exploding. I mean, you're just having all types of success and fun. In hindsight, like, what has this business done for you?
It's built my confidence, that I can actually do it, because you know, I've been in all sorts, and it just hasn't worked. And I almost hung it up and thought, just keep doing what you know, just forget about all of that. And then you reached out, and at the time I was writing a book, so I was a little bit busy, and I thought, oh God, not another harebrained scheme. And I said to you, I'm busy. Can we do this later when I've done my book? And so you came back to me in 5 months' time. I looked at our messages and I thought, oh my God, it was 5 months' time. And he came back, and I thought, yeah, because I'd still sorting the book, and I thought, okay, I'll do this, because I could actually see the product. I thought, I'm going to have this product in my hands, and I'm going to be able to share it with others, and I can actually see where my money's going. Before, I wasn't, you know, all the money was going out, but nothing was coming in.
Mm.
And so I said yes, and I thought, God, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know. And then you said, you know, do this, and I thought, oh my God, it's all done for me. I don't even have to think. I can just like let my finger do the talking, let my finger do the walking. Oh my God, that is so like stupidly simple. Why would other people not want to do that? I was thinking, this is crazy awesome. I was thinking, oh my God, what the hell? This is like so crazy. And then it just like got out of hand, because I couldn't keep up with all the customers. I was thinking, nobody's going to buy this. And I just stuck it up, you know, and next minute, like I just couldn't keep up with. I mean, I sold 40 boxes in, like, I don't know, it was just a bit crazy. And I said, oh my God, I can't keep up with all of these people. And I live in a really small town, and in New Zealand, like, there's nobody, you know, like, there's not many people doing it. And I was thinking, oh my God, what am I
How
going to
small
do?
is small, Lucia? How small? Like, how many people live in your city, in your town?
There's like 6,000, but that's like out in the, you know, the outskirts. It's only tiny. Like there's about like 5 million in New Zealand. I mean, we can fit in Sydney, for goodness sake, you know, Australia, like the whole of New Zealand.
Yeah.
But it was just doing what you're told to do. Just do the system, you know. It's already there. It's laid out for you. You don't have to think. You just do. And it was like, oh my God, this actually works. I was like freaking out.
Lucia, we just love you. And that's that childlike faith of just, you know, an open-minded skeptic. And what I tell people is do it first, judge later, right? Even if you're skeptical, just prove the system wrong. And that's almost kind of like how you're approaching it. But obviously it worked, and it's continuing to work. So we're just so proud of you, Lucia. And I just love, I think it's the Kiwi culture, language. I love your bluntness. I love your authenticity. I think we all do. And it keeps it so fresh for us. So congratulations to you and everything. And thanks for, it's an honor for you to say yes as well too. So I can't wait. By the way, who here would love to go to New Zealand? Like, come on, let's go. Congratulations, Lucia.
It's not at the moment here, though. It's flooding.
Okay, not right now. All right, later on. Oh my goodness. So congrats, guys. And we're constantly looking out for more stories, by the way. So keep on getting promoted, guys. We want to continue to feature you. We're now starting to get a backlog of people we want to chat about. So congratulations all of our senior vice presidents and above. They're going to be walking the stage. If you notice, there's people on the list multiple times, because that means during this last year, they got promoted multiple times. Officers, congratulations. And we, of course, have our senior officers, Lindsay and Cindy. So congratulations to all of you. So guys, as we're concluding this call, take all this inspiration. And the most important thing is, what do I do right now? How do I maximize this week? How do I take action based on what we had? Who here has already at least one nugget that you know you're going to implement, right? Give me a wave or put a 1 in the comments below. But I want to bring up Mr. James Leonard. James, where you at, man? Where are you at? I'm trying to find you. There you are. Okay, I see you. James, if you know, he is our marketing branding extraordinaire. James is so much. I love James because he has decades of experience being around this profession, and he's super strategic and incredibly smart. So James, as you're thinking about this week, like, what's your tip for us on how to rock it?
I want that as a ringtone whenever I wake up, and you'll call me and I'll just have that play as a ringtone. Because it really is, I mean, I have 3 points for you today, and I'm gonna be really, really fast. Like James mentioned, we're James and James. So if you get us confused, just I wear a hat, he has hair, either way, however you want to decipher it. But I've been in this industry, online marketing, direct sales, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, referral marketing, affiliate marketing, for 25 years. And so I've seen a little, and there's commonalities in terms of no matter what product you're offering, what company you're with, what you've done. And my 3 points today, the first one is really what you heard already from every single speaker, is that personalities don't duplicate, systems do. So if you're looking at going, wow, Lindsay went viral, how do I become like Lindsay? You won't. Follow the system that Lindsay teaches and be consistent. And here's what you post, and here's how you do it. Well, wow, James is so amazing at speaking. You don't have to be amazing like James is speaking. Just get on James's Wednesday overviews, get on the Thursday interviews with leaders. You don't have to be good at anything here. That's the secret. The secret in network marketing. When I first started in the industry, I saw people walking across stages making 6, 7 figures, 6 figures a month. And I'm like, but they don't have an education. They're not a celebrity. At that time, I was really big into the stock market. They don't run a big hedge fund. How are you making 7 figures? You have a high school diploma, and the world says you shouldn't be successful. Well, I found out it's because they had systems. They taught systems. It wasn't about them being from a small town in New Zealand. It was about the system. They learned how to do it, and they went and taught that system to other people. They didn't go, become me. They said, do this. Well, why? Because it's what I'm doing. And that's the first point you have to think of when we talk about what we're talking on these calls, these Manager Mondays, is don't look at the speakers as like, well, how can I be like that person? It's how do I follow the system that they're following and then put my personality, who I am, on top of that. That's number 1. Number 2 is we wanted to talk a little bit about the Renew Challenge. You might have seen that out there a little bit here and there, some from corporate. Maybe you got an email, maybe you're seeing in the groups. I saw it in Drop Revolution. I've seen it in Experience Wellness. I've seen it in all the different groups, Wellness 360. All of them have their individual events that are like, hey, go RSVP to the event. I have RSVP'd to every event because, again, the more exposure you can get for yourself, the better. And so you want to plug into as much as you possibly can, because this is a campaign. Renew is a campaign. The drops are a campaign. These are campaigns that you actually do, and it's an action. It's not a product you sell. It's a campaign. You go, how am I successfully going to launch this campaign and share this campaign with others? Some people might launch a campaign more successfully than other people. That's okay, because it probably comes down to their network. My network, not really full of a lot of people that want to lose weight and balance their hormones. But I can utilize the success of other people that have and do it that way. Because that's my second point here in terms of this Renew Challenge. There's lots of pieces to it. There's a Facebook group. There's an event kicking off tomorrow. They're going to do giveaways in the group and all this kind of thing. You may go, oh my gosh, another thing. This is just a campaign. This is a tool in your belt. How I've always looked at this industry is like I'm Batman. I'm sorry, I'm a Marvel guy, but you're Batman. If you don't know who Batman is, I'm sorry, just go look it up on Google. You're Batman, and you have a tool belt. And this is not the belt. This is a tool in the belt. So don't throw your belt out and go, okay, now I'm going to focus on this 28-day renew challenge and everyone's got to join the challenge. This is another tool to start a conversation. That's all this is. Because if you see how a lot of the leaders are promoting this, they're promoting this. And I can probably guarantee if I went into Lindsay's or Cindy's or Angel's or anybody's DMs into their messages and they're talking about renew, the first thing they're doing is probably talking about drops. They're going, oh yeah, renew is great, but here's some more information about this, because they're going to their core, because that's the duo. That's really what we offer here. And these are all ways to really go out there. The last point I want to make here is when we talk about the renew challenge, we talk about, what is duplication. It really comes down to treating every day like it's day one. So if you're talking to somebody, talk to them like it's day one. You know nothing. I love when everyone's like, I have no idea how the comp plan works. I don't know what this is. There's so much power in two things: not knowing and pausing. There's so much power in that, and going, Lindsay, that's a great question. I have no freaking idea, but I know the product works and they got a great system here. You want to check it out? Sure. How? I don't know. Go to this link. I don't even know if that link works. And people are like, wait a minute, you don't know and it's working for you? I could do that. I could do, I don't know. I could do that. And so take those 3 points that I just covered really to heart, because the biggest thing about network marketing is that it really comes down to really basic fundamentals. It doesn't come down to going viral. It doesn't come down to knowing social media. It comes down to fundamentals. If Lindsay went viral, but didn't know how to follow up with people and didn't know how to plug them into the system, it wouldn't matter. I have a lot of friends that go viral into the millions and they're broke because they don't know the fundamentals of what do I do next. That's what you want to focus on. Focus on, I need to know how to communicate with somebody. I need to know how to onboard them. I need to know how to plug them into my leadership. Not, I know how to be a leader. Like, you're just not going to learn how to read a book and be like, hey, now I'm a leader. Good job. You're going to learn how to be a leader by getting them in a chat with Angel, getting them in a chat with Cindy, getting them on a Zoom with James. You're going to learn by watching them do this, not by reading in a book. So those are my 3 points for how to do this business.
So good. I love how patriotic you are today, by the way.
Yes, and look, no, and I'm partner co. Yeah, I've got my partner co.
Where did we get that?
Don't worry, I got places, brother. I'll show you.
Oh my gosh, man. All right. So all type of swag. James, thank you so much. Wisdom packed into there. Super appreciate you. And to bring us home, I'm going to pass the baton to Miss Cindy McKnight. Mondays are her days. So Cindy, what is your tip for us today?
Oh my gosh. Well, there was something that Shauna said that I just want to pull out and highlight. She said she felt the fear and did it anyways. And she said, I know that's cliche, but it's just so accurate, you guys. So often we hold ourselves back out of fear. We're afraid. We come up with a million different reasons as to why we shouldn't do something, right? Whether it be a story or an update on a pinned post or trying this crazy, viral Instagram training. We come up with all these different reasons, all these different excuses, right? But it really boils down to fear. You are afraid to go out and execute. You're afraid of what people are going to think. You're afraid of what people are going to say. I get it. I hear you. But when you're able to push past that, to feel it, to acknowledge it, and to do it anyways, on the other side of that fear is growth. It just is, okay? Nobody's free from fear. It's the successful that are able to acknowledge it and move forward, okay? And I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to give you a really, really tactical, this is what I'm going to put on you guys as far as an action step for this week, okay? If you are somebody who is looking to be at that Star Gala, which all of you can be a part of, every single one of you. And I would argue because of the systems of this team right here, I do claim that we are going to own more than half of that room. No doubt in my mind, it's already done. Now we just got to get from here, where we're at and where we want to be. We got to close that gap. Okay. So if you are going to be in that room and you are claiming a seat right here, right now, I want to see it in the comments, right? Claimed. Okay. What do you need to do? He said it. Okay, is 1,500 PV in new volume, either with new customers or brand partners. Okay, at 200 PV, I think at least two at 200 PV. Okay, it is going to fill up quick. It just is. So my recommendation is to not look at it like we have until the end of August. We have until the end of this week. Okay, how hard do you want to go, boo-boo? Because I'm telling you, a lot of people go to sleep the week of July 4th. You guys got stuff, you guys got parties, you got barbecues, you got this thing, that thing, and the other thing, right? Most people go to sleep. So this is your week of opportunity where you say, you know what? Well, everybody else goes and eats burgers and dogs. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do all that, okay? Go enjoy your life. I'm all about balance. But it also creates an opportunity for you to go and claim things that other people aren't. So on a week that most people are going to go to sleep and they're going to say, you know what? It's July 4th. You know what? I got next week. You know what? I got the next month. No, this is the time where you can go and claim your seat. Okay. So with that, I once heard somebody say something that they said that so often as humans, how many times have you guys heard, what's the worst thing that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Right? When we're trying to convince ourselves to do something we're afraid to do, we think that by asking ourselves the question of what's the worst that can happen, that somehow we're helping ourselves move over this proverbial hump, right? But what happens when we ask ourselves that question, right? We start to think of worst case scenarios. We're like, oh, what if somebody laughs? What if somebody pushed back? What if somebody's tried this and they hated it? What if, and you start like cataloging all of the worst things that can happen. So I'm going to urge you and challenge you to reprogram your brain and start asking yourself, what's the best thing that can happen? You put up a reel, right? You launch your business. You put up that pinned post. You get in your stories. You start following the training. You start plugging other people into the training. What's the best thing that can happen? The best thing that can happen is that you go and you find yourselves a James Zhang that signs up with you. You go and you find yourself a Lindsay Yoakum or an Angel Whitmire or a Shauna Barron or a Lucia, who is now my favorite human on this planet, right? I love her. I could listen to her talk all day. What's the best thing that could happen? The best thing is that you have a reel that goes viral. The best thing that happens is that you get one person who asks for more information on your product or your opportunity, and that's enough to gain belief to keep going. What's the best thing that could happen? And when you go at this week with that kind of mentality of what's the best thing that could happen, I'm claiming my seat at that Star Gala. I'm going to be sitting next to the movers and the shakers. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to be one of the next millionaires here at Partner Co. What's the best thing that could happen if you go and you bust your butt this week to get 1,500 PV? Yeah, I know that's a stretch goal. Yeah, I realize and recognize that's hard, but it's not impossible. It is possible, but all starts right here. Okay, it does right here. So 1,500 PV, how fast can you get there? Your purchases don't count. And I'll just say it right here, right now. That is an advantage for this team right here because most of you send links. Most of you do not do the bulk buy, right? Which counts as a personal purchase. I'm going to call it what it is. I'm always going to be real with you guys. You guys have a movers and shakers advantage because of the systems and the infrastructure that we have in place. There is no reason why we can't claim more than half of that room. Why? Because we're going to go claim it this week when everybody else is at barbecues. I'm not saying you can't go to a barbecue and watch some fireworks. I'm just saying enjoy it for a couple hours and then go get your seat. It will be worth it. It will change your life. So action step, tactical, whatever, I'm going to challenge all of you that every day this week, you put in 30 minutes to an hour doing the things that you know you need to do in order to move your business. Comment with a testimonial on your pinned post. Boom, done. Stories every single day, do not miss. Boom, done. putting up just a regular post at some point throughout this week. When you're at the fireworks, when you're at the barbecue, you make a post, you show people that you're living your life, you're enjoying it, you have balance, all of those things. Boom, done. Try doing the Reels training. Watch the training. See, is this something that I can do? Is this something I could commit to? You're going to watch it and realize that you can. Okay. That's what I got for you guys.
Too good.
What's the best thing that could happen?
What's the best thing that can happen? And I don't know if we talked about it together, but in my mind, I don't know if I shared it, but I was thinking 50% plus of our team, the seats would be done in our team. So we're on the same page. We didn't talk about it. Wow. We're just, that's literally what I was thinking. Literally what I was thinking. So guys, you heard it. Take action on this. We'll have this replay up. One other action step. Share this with every single teammate. It'll be posted into all the partners groups as well too. We love you all. We are so proud of you all. Thank you. Have a great one. Say your goodbyes, and I'll make sure I can unmute you guys. Have a great one. Let's crush.